If she fry your egg, me we boil it. And if she press me, wash your white, now spoil it. And if she brush all your teeth, me we shave your beard, your body lotion it down, boy, me we oil it. Cause, girl, you know say I'm my man. Whoa, but you just a play strong. Me want you fi understand. Say me nah let go, me nah let go. Me nah ask no question. This a man, ya a my man. Mine, 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 mine. You soon get your confession. This a man, ya a my man. Mine, 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 mine.
Really, Spice? Really? That man that you quote unquote have in your life is yours? You own him? He belongs to you and you alone? Jesus Christ. On the first time I ever hear something like this, Spice, so you really mean to tell me, say, Spice, that man where you having in your life, I see you and you alone in his Jesus. Me never know say I saw you could put claims by the people them man, by the people them son, by the people them family member them. No man, me never hear this yet. Jesus Christ, my glad to me come see this. Big up Renee 630. Who knew? But it's all right. You know, I get it. Okay, I get it. There's no offense to you, no harm to you, nothing. I get it, girl. Okay? You just want someone that you can call truly yours. Yours exclusively. Hell, everybody's cutting claims on something, okay? My life, my career, my decision, everything just left up all to me. My cars, my cars, my clothes, my jewels. Look, nigga, I done came up and I ain't changed. I'm gonna stop. But big up Brooklyn, big up 50. Yes, talk about diversifying your funds. Got so many shows out. Damn near businessman. Meanwhile, we still waiting on him and Floyd Mayweather to go duke it out. Now that I would pay actual money to see. No lie. Because them two stay be one. We're not gonna talk about that right now. But I don't know, with all this talk of mine, my, and quote unquote, that's for me, let's talk about ownership, or what is actually yours. Okay? Now, ownership is defined as a state or fact of exclusive rights and or control over property, which may be any asset, including an object, land, or real estate, intellectual property, or until the 19th century, human beings. Oh yes, child, human beings used to be considered property. Isn't it nice how you can bring up slavery without having to outwardly say it? Oh, and yeah, let's not forget this little tidbit. And to some extent, in the dark web world, some people are still being quote unquote, snatched up, as the city girls used to say, and sold to the highest bidder. Yeah, don't ask me how I know that, okay? That is a different subject and a different thing entirely. We are not going to talk about that. At least not now, okay? Now, how do I feel about ownership? Well, considering the fact that I'm in filler period mode in my life, waiting on the Lord to quote unquote, knock on my door and, tell me to come on over so I can go for my court date. And due to the fact that my life is, an alignment of everybody else's lives, and I'm quote unquote not exactly fixed on material things, yeah, me and ownership are not exactly tied together, okay? That doesn't mean I don't exactly care for an autonomy. There are some things I still want, like this show that I got, but we'll get into that later. My phone, which usually has everything, and Lord knows I don't even have social media. I'm talking about, from the images, the music, it's hard to click all that shit. And of course, there's also the thing of, I want my own place to myself. Not that living with Papa is bad. The way we live is like we both live alone anyways. But, you gotta have your own, okay? Having your own, it just gives you security, peace of mind, and more importantly, freedom to do what you want. So if I want to have a concert/international concert, so if I want to have a quote-unquote concert/international conference/open forum discussion to have the Smiley set style at 3 a.m. in the morning, I can do that. It's not that I can't do it. Y'all get where I'm going with this, okay? Your own space, you can do a lot more. Now, there are all types of ownership in the world, okay? From personal property, like, goods, money, intangible assets, um, securities, etc., to land ownership, which Sister Ari Fletcher, girl, let me talk about you for a minute. Girl, I have to say, you're different. You are unique. I mean, I don't know much about you, but girl, you're different, okay? Buying 28.8 acres of land for your man Moneybag, yeah. Moneybag, this nigga they talk about. Little speaker, I can't hear him. He need to take care of them kids, girl. Girl, child, I mean, and I had to be accurate with that amount of acres, just like how Moneybag is accurate with that, with the count his money, child. Let me go ahead and reiterate that shit, okay, child? I mean, I had to be accurate with that amount of acres, just like how Moneybag is accurate with counting his money, okay? And I thought he said something. I am a hot ass mess. We know, but that's why y'all hoes are here listening. Whoever's listening, anyways. But let's continue, shall we? There is, one property that is most important. That is more important, or pretty much the most important one of all, especially in this day and age, with social media and all, and that is intellectual property. And this includes, but not limited to, copyrights, patents, trademarks, trade secrets, etc., etc. From a catchphrase like YOLO by Drake to a new dance challenge, intellectual property is held in such regard. Mostly because, in many cases, it could change your life. Look, I mean, shoot, look at every single child who has ever gone viral over a meme. I mean, most of them are kind of, gone now, but, they at least got their 15 minutes. That was the whole point of going viral anyways, but, And that, to some extent, is intellectual property. Okay? Even this show is somewhat of intellectual property because, it's coming off the top of my dome and nobody else can copy the style of it. But, child, this is a mess. But let's keep going, shall we? But yes, it could very much change your life. It provides avenues that weren't available before. How you get into, now you're getting a call to do interviews, promotions, endorsements, or being asked to, sell the rights to your quote-unquote idea. To sell yourself out for a few dollars. The true American dream. But ownership, oh yes, it comes with its limits. It definitely does. Mostly because, you can't... Let me just go ahead and say this. Ownership has its limits because, you don't really own anything, okay? I know that old saying, you can't take it with you when you go, can you? No, you can't, okay? You cannot take all your clothes, bling, cars, houses with you. You can't, okay? When you die, it'll go to the next living person, either family or the next quote-unquote rich bitch who can afford it, all right? And Lord knows, when you die, it would either go into an asset or a trust. Oh, even the Queen of England does not own anything she has, from all those crown jewels, artifacts, quote-unquote collectibles, and even her residences at Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle. They do not, quote-unquote, belong to her. They are held in a trust, okay? And for more on trust assets and all that other good stuff, please go look up common law for more information. What? This is not... This is not a course on the legal system regarding possession, okay? This is... No, we're not doing it, okay? And then, of course, there's also the thing of foreclosure, bankruptcy, and all that interesting stuff of, oh yes, Sister Phaedra Parks, can you help finish it for me, please? This wedding is very lavish. Most people in Atlanta love to front and flex like they have money when they're really in foreclosure and bankruptcy. So it really doesn't surprise me that Sister Girl was able to put off this $1 million wedding with 50 cents. Yes, child. Y'all hoes need to pay y'all bills. Y'all need to stop putting on fronts for people that y'all allegedly don't like no ways. Oh, and y'all need to just keep it real. Tell them what like it is. We not gonna be mad. Sure, it is what it is. I mean, you don't got no house to sleep in. It is what it is. You don't got nothing you own or nothing or no bills there in your name. It's all right. I notice they're all just material things, but it's just, yeah, God bless the child that's got his own. But yes, ownership is important because everybody wants something that they can quote unquote make theirs, to design, create, mix and match, and or alter in any way possible. As much as and however they please, without any commentary, permission, consent, or compromise required. Simple as that. All right? Get your own. It is what it is. We not gonna fault you for it if you don't, but it's just you want to have something that you can call yours, something that you started. It's almost like building your legacy in a way, or an empire to some extent. I mean, depends on who you are. Ownership is more so about leaving something for the next generation. I'm not sure if I'm talking about generational wealth, but you can relate it to that if you want. But to own something is more so just to have it on loan. Even the life you live is not exactly yours because your soul may have lived a dozen lives. Or this may be the first life it's living. Who knows? But when you do pass away, this life will always be your own. Because only you can make it what it is. That's why they call it your life instead of my life. Because my life is my life, your life is your life. And you can have it. Alright? And you can do whatever you want with it. But in short, if it's yours, hold on to it, while you still got it. And if you lose it, give it up, sell it, or even just blindly misplace it, don't worry, you could always find something, or in some cases, someone else, to make yours your very own, or in this case, mine.